Hi everyone, this is Anna, one of your consumer technology specialists at Mid-Continent Public Library. Today we are going to take a look at the video call features for Facebook Messenger, which is a meta product that allows for text chatting as well as audio and video calls. Originally, the Facebook Messenger service was a chat-based service that was part of a Facebook account. And now it still can be accessed from your Facebook page on an internet browser if you do have a Facebook page. As the company grew, they did decide to split the Messenger features out into their own app and were able to add the audio and video components. Today, you do still need to create a Facebook account in order to set up and use Messenger. Once you've set up your Messenger account and app, you can deactivate your Facebook profile while still using the Messenger service in the app. So that's a little bit confusing. To access Messenger from a web browser, you're going to want to navigate just to facebook.com and log in with your username and password or your email and password. Once you're logged in, you want to look in the upper right corner of your screen for an icon that looks like a chat bubble with kind of like a sideways lightning bolt inside. You're going to click that icon and that's going to open your Messenger. You should see a drop-down titled Chats and displaying any conversations that you've had previously. And then below that list is an option to see all in Messenger. So I'm going to click on that. And this takes me to a Messenger-specific page where I can see my chats listed on the left side, and then in the larger area to the right, that will display any chats that I click on. And then if I click on the three-dot menu that is next to a person's name in the chat list, I can choose video chat from the drop-down options that appear. If I've never conversed with the person I want to call by video chat or by text chat or audio chat, I will need to start a chat with them in order to access the video call option. So I can do this by clicking the icon of the pencil and square. If I want to call someone from a tablet or mobile device, I will need to download the free Facebook Messenger app from the device's app store. And once that's downloaded, I will need to get logged in. And then the layout of my screen looks very similar to the browser version. So I'm on an iPad right now. It will look similar if you download the app on any mobile device or tablet. To make a video call, then I will need to tap or start a chat with the person that I want to contact. And once I open the chat, I will see icons of like a phone receiver and then a camera in my top right corner of my chat window. And I'll tap the camera icon to initiate a video call. And then I will see a screen that says calling, and it will disconnect after a while if the person does not accept the call. So the person on the receiving end will get a notification on their screen that the specific person is calling, and it will give options to decline or accept. If I tap accept, the video call will start. If the call is just one-on-one, A thumbnail of my video will display in a corner of the screen, and then the other person's video will take up the rest of the screen. If there are multiple people in the call, which can be done by creating a group chat before starting the call or by inviting people to the call after it's started. To invite people after the call is started, I'll tap the screen first just to see my tools, and then I will tap my name in the top left corner. And this brings up a pop-up menu, and I can tap people. And here I can see who is in the call currently, and I can also tap invite to add more people to the call. Now we're going to switch back to the browser version of Messenger again to take a look at our menu options. So all of these options are also in the app. However, they may be in a different location on the screen. So on my browser version, in the top left corner of my screen, I see it says that 2 people are on this call, and they're both Matilda accounts, which is why it says Matilda twice here. I could hover over the 2 people text right there to see full names. And then on the upper right side of my screen, I have menu options. So the circle with the plus sign is for activities. And when I click here, I get a drop down with options to set a timer, create a poll, or use a whiteboard. So all of these activities would then be shared on the screens of the other people on the call. The next icon that looks kind of like a video game controller, this is the play together icon. And here I can choose from a list of games to play with the person on the call, and we can continue chatting while we're playing the game as well. The smiley face icon is where I can find reactions or emoji icons, as well as where I can raise my hand. So I may want to raise my hand if someone else is speaking and I have a thought, but I don't want to interrupt them. That's when I might raise my hand. Everyone can see both the reactions and the raised hand. So I will want to click lower hand, which pops up on my screen once my question or thought has been shared. And the reactions will fade away on their own after a short time. The icon that looks like a screen with a play button is the watch together icon. And this will give me a menu of different things that I can watch with the other people on the call while we're still talking. The last icon in this little menu is an icon of 3 dots, which indicates that there is a more menu. Clicking this icon gives me options to enter full screen mode, as well as access my device settings for this specific video call. The device settings, they let me choose my camera, my microphone, audio output if I have more than one option. If I have more than one option for any of these on my device, I can switch between them here. And then if I close out of that menu, I also do have some more icons along the bottom middle area of my screen. So from left to right, I can share my screen. I can look at participants in the call as well as invite others to join. I can turn my camera on or off. I can turn my microphone on or off. or I can end the call with the red hang up button. So when I click share your screen, I get options to share. I can share a browser tab, I can share a window, or I can share my entire screen. So I just choose the setting I want and then click share in this pop-up window. And this is what it looks like for someone viewing the shared screen. So once I'm done sharing, I'm just gonna click stop sharing, and that will stop my screen share. There are a few options that are in the app that you can't access in the browser. So I'm going to go back to the app version now. And here I'm going to tap the middle of my screen to display my menu options. And along the bottom of my screen, I see the menu that we already looked at in the browser version. It is arranged a little differently, but all the options are there. And then I also have these icons. Sometimes they're on the left side of my screen and sometimes they're at the top of my screen. So depending on how I'm holding my device, they may move. And these icons let me add effects to my video. So the first one, that it's kind of like a face that has hair but no eyes. This is to use avatars. So this is where I can change myself into an animal or some sort of animated character. I would just select the one that I want, and then it does actually use the camera and move with my head movements, but it just shows the animated character rather than myself. So this is what has been displaying the cat previously on our screen for one of our callers. And when I have this effect activated, the icons in this area do change a little bit. So one icon is to turn the effect off, one is to choose a different avatar, and then the last is to change the background. So I can change the color of the background behind my avatar to make the call visually more interesting. And then I just tap this icon with the X to turn the avatar off. And when the avatar is off, we do have the smiley face icon with some stars. Those are for effects that will stylize either myself or my background. So I can just tap to choose any of these options. And then if I decide I don't want them, I can go back to this circle with the slash through it. That's at the beginning of the list of effects, and that turns it off. The light bulb is for adding lighting effects to my video. So this is going to lay over everything else on the video. So if I have any of those other effects on, the lighting will go over that. And then it just gives the video kind of a different vibe, or I can turn that off. And then the last icon that is like a wand with some stars, this is the touch-up effect. And it can make your skin look a bit smoother. And what it does is it kind of softens the sharpness of the video image a little bit, and that can make your skin look a little bit smoother in your video. And as far as I can tell, there are no options to schedule a video call on Facebook Messenger. It also does not appear to have options for using live captions. So this app is on a social media site, and it is definitely on the social end of our video call and conference series, as it really is meant to connect friends and family rather than to facilitate a business meeting, which I think can be seen just based on the effects and other options that Facebook Messenger has made available for its users. So we've had just a quick overview of how to use Facebook Messenger as a video call option. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you let us know by following our MCPL 360 page on Facebook and our MCPL MO channel on YouTube. We premiere new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And if you missed the live event, you can always find all of our videos on YouTube on one of our many technology-related playlists on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again next time.